All these countries is my son. Go to war with China. Do you really need this oil? What, guys? Anyway, ever since this whole shenanigans between Russia and Ukraine started, and I will call it a shenanigans because I can't really say the word here, and special military operation sounds kind of pretentious, so I'll go with shenanigans. So since this whole thing started, I dove deeper into politics and started looking around at what's going on around in the world. I started looking for countries where I could potentially relocate, where I would be safe, where it will always be quiet, and I found myself in a world full of uncertainty, full of tension, full of conflict. For example, today I've woken up to the news that Israel started a military operation in Iran, and I'm Russian, I'm no stranger to military operations, we are very familiar, we are like this. Military invasion, that's my slime. And besides that, across the map we've got such conflicts as Israel-Palestine, the USA, Taiwan, China, Azerbaijan, Armenia, and I'm sure many more to come for me to find out. And among people we have this idea of good and bad, good and evil, and maybe not everybody wants to become good, but whenever we watch a movie, for example, we always know who's the bad character and who's a good character, right? And I feel like this concept has been completely lost or maybe ignored on the level of a government. Let me tell you, for me, one of the criteria of being a good person is to live your life, of course, trying to achieve more and more, trying to reach success without hurting anybody. If we look at the government, this concept has been obliterated completely. Governmental way of thinking is pretty much, I need to advance, I need to prosper, let me try to find the ways for me to rob other countries for me to live better. And this mindset really infuriates me. I want to line up all these governments, personify them, and first of all slap them one by one as a man, for some minor exceptions. And then bend them over and give them a good spanking like children for mischief. All these countries is my sons. The USA is my son, Germany is my son, Japan is my son, Nihon wa watashi no musuko desu. I can't talk smack about Russia because I will be put in jail. Russia is my son too. And I have been a bad parent. I have been a deadbeat dad. Ich bin ein schlechter Vater. Because all those people standing at the steering wheel of those countries have completely abandoned those morals and operate on gears of greed. Maybe they think about the citizens of their country, but if you're a government, you should not think about yourself being so selfish and egoistic, using your citizens as an excuse, as a human shield. I think I gave them this power in hopes that they would use it better than we would individually, in hopes of peace and quiet. It doesn't really take an organized government for people to mob up and to go beat up another crowd of people. We don't need the government for that. I'm pretty sure the ancient version of me, my ancestor, didn't give you this power for you then to mobilize me, to continue waging wars, because I was completely fine doing that myself. I had my freaking stick. It looked like a polo stick. Just think about it. It's not an active action. Not going to war is a passive act. It's something that you just sit on your chair, chill, and don't do. Another piece of news that I have seen today is that the US general said, might fool around and go to war with China in 2025, you feel me? Haha, sheesh! Is it difficult to maintain peace between two people? Not really. Is it difficult to maintain peace between three people? Again, not as difficult. You just need to scale that. It actually should be even easier on a bigger scale, because if you govern a million mother lovers and one of these mother lovers decides that it will be a fantastic idea to go and mess around with another nation, you just take care of this mother lover and then all the rest of the people keep minding their business. Now we just need one supreme ruler, one judge, the decision maker who will just listen, hear everybody out and make an ultimate decision. Who's right, who's wrong, who gets what. And you will tell me, nowadays it's so complicated, it's so tangled up with history taken into consideration. Yeah, I know. I didn't freaking do that. Me personally, on a personal level, I'm pretty sure I haven't screwed anybody up. I don't have an active conflict with anybody. All I know is that I am dissatisfied with the execution of this societal contract. The best we can do now is just sort out the mess that we have here. My best advice to anybody, if you hold a grudge, if any country is watching me and if you are holding a grudge on another country, how about just forgetting about it? Do you really need this territory? Do you really need need this oil? Do you really need those resources? Or can you just manage without them? Or maybe you can do me a favor, do all of us a favor, and just hide it under the rug. I mean, it shouldn't be really that hard to build mutually beneficial relations, to help those who can't help themselves and not to rob those who live in prosperity and maybe abundance. I don't know, all I know is that you done messed up, you done fumbled. Speaking on my behalf and on behalf of all the people, you have let me down, you have let us down, you are going to wars, you are overcharging us for taxes, you are putting the money that we give you into something we don't freaking know or that we have not consented to. Maybe I should become a diplomat to try to bring two countries to a consensus, and I don't really want to be a diplomat for Russia, maybe some other country, I don't know, like Japan or even better, South Korea. Yeah, I've got my own fetishes. You know, I'm no hippie, I'm a human, but why can't we just make love, not war? From the back, from the back, from the back, from the back, from the back. That's your little tutorial on how to make love instead of war. Let me know in the comments where I'm wrong. I know that some of my takes are raw, unpolished, or maybe naive. If you have enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you love me, go ahead, subscribe to this channel and follow me on social media at iGroove, and I will see you in another video. Toodles! What governments? Annihilation!